Meet Nat Love. Nat was born into slavery in 1854. After the Civil War, his family was freed and began working on plantations in and around Davidson County, Tennessee. During his time in Tennessee, Nat became skilled at cattle punching and raised enough money to go out on his own at the age of 16. After the war, Love's father rented land from their now former owner, Robert Love, and the family labored as sharecroppers. But when his father died, he began to envision life outside of Tennessee. He started making money to support his family, first by working on a nearby farm, then by breaking colts for 10 cents a horse. As Love tells it, he scrounged up 50 cents one day to enter a horse raffle. There, he won not once, but twice. He sold the horse back to its owner both times and came away $100 richer. After giving half of his winnings to his mother, he packed a few supplies and headed west. Then, Nat Love's adventures on the frontier began in earnest. He spent the next several years as a cowboy, roaming between Texas and Arizona and driving cattle. He earned the name Deadwood Dick in 1876 after winning $200 in a cowboy competition in the Dakota Territory. The same year, Love says, Native Americans took him captive. He wrote, "There was a large percentage of colored blood in the tribe, and as I was a colored man they wanted to keep me, as they thought I was too good a man to die." The tribe had offered Nat Love the chief's daughter to marry, but Love decided to escape. He stole a pony and rode off into the night. Nat Love finished his Wild West adventures with 14 bullet wounds and more stories than he could count. By 1890, he had decided to leave his life on the range. He'd met and married his wife in 1889, and could see that the Wild West had begun to grow tame. The turn of the century had brought railroads and the vast cattle ranges were rapidly disappearing. After leaving his life as a cowboy, Nat Love and his wife settled in Denver, Colorado. He found work as a Pullman porter, a job that satisfied his need for adventure. They eventually made their way further west to Los Angeles, California. In his lifetime, he'd survived more shootouts than he could recall, Native American captivity, and the harsh life of a cattle hustler. In California, he worked as a guard for the General Securities Company until his death in 1921 at the age of 67. 1 in 4 cowboys were black, but we would not know this if it were left up to Hollywood. If not for the preservation of Nat's life penned by his own hand, we may never have known he existed.